Wayne Breezie, our regular Tuesday host. What's the ideal schedule for the 49ers? All the teams are released. Now we just got to find out who we play and when. More after this.
Let's go get him. Let's go get him today, man. Let's go. Hey, dominate on three. 1, 2, 3. Dominate.
Hey, what's good, Wayne? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing a lot better than I was this weekend. But I tell you what, I'm in great spirits. I'm happy to be here, man, and we rocking a new joint today. Let's do it, baby.
Yes, sir. Positive vibes only. And before we start, I see what you got on. We got the Wayne Breezy hat, the Wayne Breezy shirt. Let everybody know where they can find that merch, man.
All right, check it out. I haven't posted this merch up on the sites yet, but y'all already know it's going to be up there very shortly. This is like the test run, so I'm still ironing out the kinks in the logo and things like that. But shout out to everybody that's out there. Listen, the links are in the description. They're going to be on my Wayne Breezy shopping sites. You know what I'm saying? Just go check the stuff in the description. There's 2 links out there. You can check them out. They're going to be on both links, so we're going to get that popping. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And before we start, let's say hi to the chat. We got Tanya in here. We've got
That's my girl.
in here. We've got Mariah in here.
That's my girl.
And Coach Cruz. Thank y'all for popping on.
Cruz in the building.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
you can get that. So the flags got to be special order because there's a special person that makes the flags. And so what you do is you'll tell me you want it. You cash at me the 45. I send him the money directly, and then the flag gets shipped out to your address once he finishes completing the order. So that's how the flags are ordered.
There you go. There you go. But Breezy, schedule comes out Thursday, man. And I mean, I'm excited because I definitely want to see. I'll say this. I want to see where Trey Lance is playing week 1. All right.
Yeah.
I don't care about nothing else. I don't like you can leave all the tension aside, but I want to see where Trey Lance is playing week 1 because if it's on the road, I do hope that it's a easier team. If it's at home, I mean, Trey Lance getting to play his first start as the pure starter at home,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'd love to see that. But what are your original thoughts in a way on who the 49ers are playing and how you hope the schedule kind of plays out?
So I'm kind of hoping the schedule. So we did an exercise on the show. And so look, the 49ers were on the road last year, and then they were on the road for 2 weeks in a row, right? And then they came home week 3. Well, in 2019, it was the same, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking the odd number years, they go on the road for 2 weeks, come home. So this is an even number year, bro. So what I'm thinking is they're going to be home. Now, the question is, who are they going to play at home? So if you check out the new article that I posted on 49ers RedZone, I spilled the beans. So if you're asking me, who do I think we're going to play at home week 1? Well, it's got to be a thriller in the Manila type game, right? It's got to be the team that Trey Lance had his first start and got beat. Got beat. Should have won, but got beat. And so, yes, that's the Arizona Cardinals week 1. They play in week 1, then they'll play them again in week 11. But the home game would be something that the 49er fans would love to see. Trey Lance will get his first start as a quarterback at home. That's going to be electrifying. You know what I mean? And Lance versus Kyler Murray? Bro, come on, man. I'm about that life, bro. I'm about that life.
Yeah, and I mean, if that's the case, wow, that'll be a thriller. And Cruz here says in 2018 they went away, home, away, away. Yeah, they've had kind of like a different narrative every year, right? I remember 20 started at home, then they played the Jets and the Giants in week 2 and 3. And then last year they started on the road twice. They played Detroit, I believe, in week 1,
And
Philadelphia
Eagles.
week 2, and then came back home for week 3 against the Packers on a 3-game home streak. I'll go a little different of a way because I personally kind of want to ease Trey Lance in, at least in the beginning, right? Obviously, he's going to have preseason where he'll play a majority of the time, but I want to kind of ease him in. And looking just at our home opponents, I think they're actually pretty tough. Obviously, you have the Cardinals and the Rams, who are division rivals, but then you got Kansas City, you've got the Chargers, you've got all these tough teams like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So really, I prefer, if it's a divisional game, obviously prefer Seattle week one, or
Mhm.
I prefer to play Washington week one. I think one of those two teams might be a little easier to play, just as a nice game. I probably prefer Seattle. I think their defense is a little worse than Washington, but I don't think you normally see those type of we haven't seen 49ers Seattle games week one. Normally you play the 49ers Seattle games some point in the mid season and then some point toward the end of the season. Kind of the Rams have eclipsed that 49ers Seattle game in the end, so I'd assume Rams are probably one of our last two opponents.
Yep.
But yeah, so it really, I'd probably hope realistically that it'd be Washington. But if we're on the road, I mean, I wouldn't mind the Carolina Panthers or the Atlanta Falcons. Even if they're back to back, I wouldn't mind on the road twice if that's the two teams that we face to start the season.
That's funny because I'm trying to figure out why you think the Commanders would be an easier team to ease them in. Listen, they got a stout defense. They got killer ends on the outside. They got good linebackers. They got a pretty decent secondary. That's going to be a tough defense for Trey Lance to have to play against, right? Number one. And then they got a guy that could beat the 49ers. And that Carson Wentz beat us when he was with the Eagles. He beat us when he was with the Colts. Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. So don't give me the Commanders because, they might come out and do some things. You know what I'm saying? Look, I get it. You want to ease them in. The reason why I went Arizona was because Trey Lance took his first defeat against this team. So I feel like he's going to play with the chip on his shoulder. And it's a divisional game, so the stakes are going to be really high. You can start 1-0 and 1-0 in the division or whatnot. And so that's why I kind of went that route. I do respect the route you're going. I just got a little pushback on it just because I know they seem like they're going to be an easier team. I would say this because you said that our schedule, the teams that we're going to play, is a little bit more difficult than what we think, and I agree with you on that. So that I'm going to agree with you. But I don't know who I would pick. All right, let's go through let's do this again. You got yours, I got mine. Now let's come together and figure out all the teams, and let's agree on who the easiest team would be to play week one. Let's do that.
All right. So looking at the teams, right? If we're talking at home, we've got the Cardinals, who I think we probably would agree that while it'd be a fun matchup, they're not the easiest.
No.
I think you can eliminate the Chiefs and the Chargers probably. So we've got
I
Seattle.
don't want to see any AFC West team week one, bro.
Yeah. So we've got Seattle, we've got Miami, we've got the Washington Commanders, and then the New Orleans Saints. I think those are the four teams in the running for the easiest, I guess.
I would like the Saints week one.
Yeah, I mean, if Jameis Winston isn't necessarily, I mean, it also is like he's coming back in a way, right? So he's got to get
that's a good point. That's a good point.
a bit. So that might be a little easier from a quarterback perspective, for the like facing the New Orleans Saints. But out of those four teams, I mean, it'd be interesting. Mike McDaniel.
How about you give them out there the four teams, and then you let them pick out of the four who the week one opponent should be? Because what we're trying to do, we're building the schedule from easiest to hardest, right? And so
let me type it out.
Give you the four teams for week one that he feels will be the easiest, whether they're away or whether they're home, and then you guys out there get to pick.
All right, so chat, you tell me if it's the Dolphins, the Seattle Seahawks, Miami Dolphins, Seattle Seahawks, Washington Commanders, or the New Orleans Saints.
Now, the first three that you get, Rohan, is the team we going with. So the first three, I got one Dolphin. I see one Dolphin up there. I got a Dolphin. I see Mudbone. Let's go.
Commanders, Saints, or who is it? Seahawks. There we go.
All right.
So we got Fins, and we got Washington.
We got a Commanders. We got Fins, Saints. I'm waiting for another Fin, or two more Washingtons, or two more Saints. We got two Saints. We got one Seattle. Oh my God, it's a three-way tie. Washington, it is. It's the Washington football team. See? That's how we do it here. You know what I mean? It's not who I want. It's not who Rohan wants. It's what you want. We let you guys pick. All right, so we got our week one opponent. Where's my pen? Shoot. All right, I got a pen. I'm going to write this down. Then we can write about it. All right, so we got a week one opponent. Oh, shoot, I got to check. All right, here we go. Week one, Commanders. All right, let's go to week two. This is fun.
All right, so maybe we got a home game week 1, so let's go week 2 on the road. If we're talking easiest opponents, again, we'll eliminate the Cardinals and the Rams. I'd say after the AFC West, we probably want to stay away for now, so we'll take away the Raiders and the Broncos. Week 2, Carolina, Seattle, Atlanta, or Chicago. One of those 4 teams. Let's
All right,
see.
y'all.
We've got
Carolina,
Panthers,
Atlanta,
Atlanta, Seattle,
Seattle, or
Chicago.
Chicago. Who's going to be week 2? All right. Now they
We're
got to
going
catch up.
team, easiest team.
Easiest team out of those 4: Carolina, Atlanta. I got 3 Atlantas, so we got the Falcons.
The Atlanta.
They came in.
Let's
They
go 2
came in.
on the road in a row, maybe, because we've had. I remember someone said in 2018, right? It was 1 at home, 1 on the road, or 1 on the road, 1 at home, and then 2 on the road. So
Mhm.
the second biggest team we see is Carolina. So maybe Carolina we pencil in for week 3.
We can do that. So we got home, road, and then we're going to go back home week 4.
Yeah, let's have a 2-game home stretch because I remember we had a 3-game home stretch last year. Let's go with another 2-game home stretch this year. So, out of the New Orleans Saints, the Miami Dolphins, and the Seattle Seahawks, which 2 of those 3 are the easiest?
I
Let's
think
see.
it's a Seahawk time.
I
Let's
think
see what they
Seahawks
say.
nice now. Ooh,
Oh, we didn't pick the Bucks. That's not an option right now, bruh. Come
maybe
on, man. We giving you the options.
after three hard ones, maybe the we go with a tough matchup in week 4. Maybe Trey Lance is ready by week 4. We go with the tough one, but let's go first with the easy option, and then maybe we'll switch it up. I see Seattle, Seattle, and Seattle. Okay, we got 3 Seattles,
So
4
we got
Seattle.
Seahawks week 4.
Yeah. So we've got so far we got who in week 1?
So we got the Commanders week 1 at home. We got the Falcons and then the Panthers on the road weeks 2 and 3. Week 4, we got the Seahawks at home. Now we're on to week 5.
Okay, week 5. I think Breezy, it's time to change it up. Let's go with the test. Let's go with the hard team in a way.
I
Finally,
think this is the Chiefs game.
ooh, you want Chiefs week 5?
I'd say give us the Chiefs
Yeah,
week 5.
because let's go Chiefs or Chargers. Chat, how do we feel? Should we go Chiefs or
AFC
Chargers?
West time. Chiefs or Chargers. I like this. Chiefs or Chargers. We got one Chief.
Yeah, I like
I'm
that.
with I'm with Tika. This is the one I'm with. Why high? I ain't afraid of these cats. Play them week 1. Let's go.
Okay,
Mudbone.
got-
Chiefs or Chargers, Mudbone. Like Chiefs or
we get 3 Chiefs. All right,
We
Breezy.
got 3 Chiefs. We got 3 Chiefs. All right. There it
Ooh,
is.
not even 3. We got everybody saying Chiefs. That's dope.
Yeah, I like that.
All
I could
right.
dig that. I want to see where I had us playing the Chiefs. Keep talking. I'm gonna see where I had us playing the Chiefs.
Let's continue on. So we got 2 home games there. Maybe we'll go 1 road and then 2 more on at home before maybe a bye week, something like that. So on the road, do we want another tough matchup? I say we throw us in the fire. Let's go for it. Let's go Broncos or Raiders or Cardinals. One of those 3. Who do we want?
Ooh, Broncos, Raiders, or Cardinals. Now we got to play these division teams because we know we play. So we know week 11 we're playing the Cardinals.
Yeah, but that 49ers Chiefs game, that better be some prime time action.
It better
That's
be.
But let's go Broncos, Raiders, or Cardinals. All right, we got 2 Raiders so far. Let's see who wins the place.
We got a Bronco. We got a Cardinals. We got 3 Raiders. I think. Do we got 3 Raiders? We got 3 Raiders.
Yeah,
We're going to Vegas, baby.
Hey, that means we got to book that flight right now because I know everybody in Cali is going to turn up to Vegas.
Yo, those plane tickets are going to be through the roof. I can tell you that right now. They're gonna be through the roof.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. And I think I'm gonna be because I won't be in Cali at the time. Probably, I don't know when that'll be, but then that means a different flight in a way. But we got to turn out to Vegas. So we
Yeah.
got Vegas on the road in what is this now, Breezy? Week 6 or week
Yep.
7?
We're on to week 7 right now.
All right, maybe let's go with the 2-game home stretch and then call it a bye week in week 10 before Mexico in week 11.
Okay.
So out of the teams at home, we've got I think we still got the Cardinals at home because the road
Mm-hmm.
in Mexico. So we got the Cardinals. We've got the Rams. We've got the. Do we still got Seattle? No, I don't think we got Seattle at
Nope, we
home.
did Seattle at home already, week 4.
All right, so let's go Cardinals, Rams, or the Cardinals, Rams, or the Dolphins. Let's go one of those three teams.
Okay, I like that. An AFC West team because we only play one. I mean, the AFC East. We only play one. We play one AFC West. We play one NFC East. We play one AFC East, one NFC East. Then we got the NFC South, and then the AFC West.
Yeah, so we're diversifying it in a bit. So Cardinals, Dolphins, or the Rams. Let's see. Cardinals, and we got 3 Cardinals.
So, and that makes sense. It makes sense to get the Cardinals out the way because we play them on the road in week 11. So we'll see them in a few weeks. So we got Cardinals. Let's go with the next home team, dude. What do you got? You got the Dolphins, the Rams. I don't think we're going to play back-to-back divisional games. Has that ever happened?
I don't think it was back to. Oh no, we did last week. Last year we played Seattle week 4, Arizona week 5. But let's go. I don't think we've played the Chargers yet. So let's go Chargers, Rams, or the Dolphins, maybe.
Chargers, Rams, or Dolphins. Ooh.
And while the chat goes, Breezy, you know the funny thing? We said week 7 for the Cardinals.
Yeah.
That's the exact week DeAndre Hopkins comes back. So that'll be an interesting.
See, that's not cool, man. I wanted to get him in there early. One game with Hopkins, one game without Hopkins. But you know what? I ain't never scared, so bring Hopkins' ass on. We got Charvarius Ward, baby. Lock.
Yeah, we locking them up, hopefully. But we've got the Finns, we've got the Rams, or we've got the Chargers. And we see 2 Finns.
I see 2 Finns right now.
Let's see. Yeah,
2 Finns. 2 Finns. That's right, Turtle. 3 Finns. So we got the Dolphins early. So no one believes Raheem Mostert when he said that he'll see you guys in California week 17, huh?
Ooh, that was a leak. I forgot about that.
I'm trying to say, I'm just putting it out there. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay attention to the signs that's out there. All right. Well, we got the Dolphins week 8, so we got a home. Are we doing 3 homes in a row before the bye?
Maybe let's go on the road before the bye.
We can go on the road before the bye, but that means after the bye, we're going back on the road.
Ooh, so maybe do we just, for fun, we schedule this week as our bye, and then we take the week after, and we do a road or a home or whatever?
See, I personally think the bye comes week 12. When the last time we had a week 12 bye? I think after coming back from Mexico, we're going to need some good old rest. I think the league's got it set up.
I think Kyle's gonna beg the league, let us stay back. Kyle's gonna sit back in Mexico, drinking that margarita. So, yeah, I agree with you. All right, so we just had 2 home games in a row. We do play 9 home games, 7 on the road. So what do you think? Should we go home or away in this week?
I see 49er media saying that we should probably put the Broncos game close to the Mexico game. The only thing about that is I don't want anybody's head to explode. So I don't agree with that because I know Matt Burrows wrote about it and he talked about the elevation. So if you think the elevation is high in Denver, it's even higher in Mexico City.
Right.
I don't know if we should do back to like that close of them. I think we should give them some space. We do need to play the Broncos though. How about we go on the road after the Finns and play the Broncos, come back home week 10, take the bye week 12, go on the road and play the Cardinals week 11. What do you think about that? Or do you want to buy before?
I think that's a good plan. Good plan.
Okay.
Good plan. So
all right. So
Broncos in week 10.
Broncos week. Wait, we didn't do week 9 yet.
Oh shoot! So we
Broncos week 9.
Broncos week 9, and then we're on the home week 10, and
then home week 10, and then road week 11, and then bye.
When should we do Thursday night or Monday night games?
See, I don't know, man. I ain't thinking about that. I'm just picking the teams, man. we can do that after.
We got to be on prime time, that's for sure.
Yeah. We're going to, I think that's another thing. Oh, we got to do some type of giveaway. How many primetime games will the 49ers have?
Ooh. I like
Let's say, yeah. We got to do that before the show. Oh, okay. All right.
So end of this episode, we'll discuss a giveaway and we'll say how many primetime games will the 49ers have.
There it is. Don't answer it now, Terra Dome and Coach Cruz.
We don't do it after.
They're trying to be so quick, man. Jeez.
No,
I
but
didn't even mean to ask it on the air, but it was just a thought that came out of my mouth.
watch them switch up the answer at the end.
Right.
Now you'll make me go all the way back up in the chat. But nah, so we are on week 10, I believe, at home, right?
At home. So we still haven't played.
We haven't played the Bucks.
The Bucks. Whew.
We haven't played the Saints or the Rams, I believe, right?
Got to get a Rams game in. There's no way we play the Rams like so close toward the end of the season, right?
Right.
Is
So
this the Rams game?
it could be, because last week this was actually the exact week we played the
Guess
Rams.
what, bro? Week 10, Thursday night, Rams.
Okay. I like the prediction. I'll stay with the primetime vibe. I'll say same exact thing we had last time. Monday night we play the Rams, and that is
Okay.
our great season. But guess what? Premature clickalation. Terradome out here saying
I like that. We made up a word. But no, this is what we want. My theory behind that is week 10, kick off the week. You get extra days for traveling out to Mexico.
that's cool because you get that rest and then you go out.
Exactly.
Simon says, I think it'd be better to play at high elevation back to back. You get accustomed to the pressure and then staying at it, probably less demanding than change at it, unless they return to SF. Our plan, I
Okay.
think, is to return to SF, right? But I think that's still a good strategy regardless.
Yeah. All right. So you want to play them back to back? I'm cool with it. So are you all right? So you want to put the
We going
Broncos?
3 home games in a row. We got the Rams then in week 9 and the Broncos week 10.
You want to do? Well, we were on the road for the Broncos game. So you want to do Rams? Yeah, I think we can switch it up. Let's do it. Rams. We're due for a three home game. Shout out to Simon, 49er Media, and everybody out there that feels that way. I don't want them to do it, but if they do it, I'm cool with it. All right. So we're gonna go home. That's 3 in a row, and we're gonna go on the road in the Broncos.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna go straight to Mexico. And then after that, their heads can explode and they could take the bye week.
Yeah, I mean, that's what the margaritas are for after the week, bro.
I could dig that.
All right. So, are you going to go to Mexico?
I will be in Mexico.
You actually will? Oh, that's
Yeah.
dope. Okay.
Yeah, I will be there. Because I'm gonna go to both of these games, so that means I gotta get prepared to go to Broncos, and then go to Denver. So my head's gonna explode. Oh gosh!
I guess
All right.
screw Kyle's margaritas. I think you need those margaritas after that.
I'm gonna need something to not get nosebleeds. I've been to Mexico City, but I've never been. And in Mexico City, I never paid attention to the altitude. I didn't know it was that high.
If Trey struggles, the NFL could flex them out of some primetime.
That's a
game.
good point, Ramelia Sports Report.
I believe the 49ers last year were flexed into a primetime game. I think I forget what
They were.
The Seahawks, I remember the Seahawks, we had a Sunday night game in week 13, but the Seahawks were too bad, so we had to go to the primetime game. Or, I mean, we got flexed out of one into an afternoon game.
To an afternoon game. Yep. I remember that. I remember that. And then the 49ers ended up in the NFC Championship. Oh, the NFL dropped the bomb on that one, you suckers. NFL. You know what I love about the Rams? I feel like with Sean McVay and Kyle Shanahan, as long as they're the head coaches, those two teams are going to always be relevant. They're going to always have something against each other going forward. And I want that to be the matchup, because it's time for Pete Carroll's old ass to retire. Like, he has 0 quarter. I hope they go 0-95 this year, yo. Because I just want Pete to say, I'm done, man. I'm done. I don't want to rebuild. I'm done. You know what I mean? Don't let the Seahawks win without Russell Wilson. That's dangerous.
What's the chance that we lose one of those Seahawks games?
We will not lose. If the 49ers lose to the Seahawks without Russell Wilson, I'm signing a petition for Kyle Shanahan's job.
I have a feeling we somehow are going to find a way to lose one of those games.
Don't say, I know it's a divisional. You usually split them. I get it. Well, you know what's funny? We're the only people, like the only team that feels that way. The other teams that always beat us, like they don't probably say, "Oh, we're going to split this." No, they're prepared to beat us both games. Like
Yeah.
Seattle, like Arizona. Usually we split the Arizona games, but for some reason last year we couldn't win one. We couldn't beat Colt McCoy and the convoy, bro.
That's crazy. I mean, that's like wow. And I mean, that division record is the reason that we didn't have a high seed, right? We were
Mm-hmm.
2-4, I believe, in the division. We lost both Cardinal games, both Seahawk games. We only won the Ram games, which is crazy in the league.
That's crazy to think. It's crazy to think. Oh, let me ask you this real quick. Do
Go
you
for it.
think Kyle Shanahan goes undefeated against Sean McVay in the regular season in
This year,
2000? Yeah.
I'd like to say no, just because the team, it just seems too even. But last year we thought the same, and I mean they swept them last year too. So I will go out on a limb and say yes, just because that's how history's shown. But I mean, in reality, like my mind is thinking no, but my heart is thinking yes.
Oh, you just went R. Kelly on him. My mind's telling me. I'm sorry. My bad. All right. So yeah. So back to the topic at hand. That's
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Here we go.
Shout out to Sunil for popping in. Thank you. So Real Sports Talk. Go subscribe over there. I will be on there Wednesday. Or I guess Wednesday is tomorrow. So
Oh,
go, subscribe over there. But
that's
yeah.
my bro right there, man. That's my dude. We
Hey,
talk
but you
every
be
day.
hitting them vocals, man. You be hitting them vocals.
I be trying to hit him every now and then, but I gotta save my voice. So what happens is I try to do as much podcasting at the beginning of the week because Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is singing time. Like you know
Ooh,
what I'm saying? Tanya, that was my song. That whole album was that song. I'm sorry, 49ers Lakers for life. We will never mention that name again. I'm sorry. Oh, fun fact, right? So my kids are doing a project
uh-huh.
on genres of music, right?
Yeah.
And so the one group had R&B, and so they had to do a presentation, PowerPoint slide, bells and whistles. I'm all about bells and whistles. Make your presentation dope. And so they get up there to do their presentation, and then the first person in their presentation was Roberto Kelly. And I'm like, wait a minute, y'all can't do that. Like, but you didn't say we couldn't, but I'm telling you, you gotta figure it out. Like, I understand he was a legend, but unfortunately, we can't ever mention his name, especially in the school. Like that just don't go.
Oh,
No.
nah, you cannot do that.
Those kids were so cracking up, bro. I'm gonna miss being in the schools for a little while, but I need a break. I need to put my mind focused on some other things right now, so it's gonna be cool.
And because we love getting off topic, Celtics won last night. I know Breezy was definitely happy about
And the
that.
Warriors won last night. Possible
Yes, sir.
NBA Finals. Listen, I'm wondering this, right? I
Ooh.
think you and I, if our two teams make it to the finals, then you and I will stream every night
Yeah.
about basketball. It'll be zero football.
We'll scrap the football talk for a week.
It'll be Warriors, Celtics, Rohan, Breezy, exclusive for that series.
Oh
Let's do
boy.
it.
Oh
Let's do
boy.
it.
And, I mean, I know you gonna get hot, but I'm for sure gonna get hot. Like when I
Um.
watch basketball, at least like when I'm analyzing the game, I'm not even hot at the referees sometimes. I'm just like hot at the players
Oh
who
yeah.
just do way. Yeah,
Because
you
they
know
do
what
dumb shit. That's why I'm saying to myself, why would you pass the ball in between three people's legs? You can barely get it through one person's legs, but you want to fit it through three people's legs? That doesn't even equivalate to like geometry. It doesn't even make sense,
Nah,
dude.
yesterday, dude, I was watching the Warriors turnover after turnover because, like, yesterday was our worst game that we've probably played in a couple of weeks.
I understand.
Turnover. It's so frustrating at times, but then obviously we pull out with the W, so we fill in.
I
But
understand.
Sunil here says Lakers in 6. Yeah.
Unfortunately, the Lakers in 6 will probably have to come in 2026 when LeBron retires and his son takes over. Oops, did I say that? My bad. I'm not trying to throw shade. I'm just saying, come on, y'all. Come on. Thank you, the Remelia Sports Report. We appreciate it. Hey, listen, guys, great person. I know they're Rams fans. I know he's a Rams fan, but he's a great person. So go and subscribe to his channel because we're going to be doing the crossover shows this year. So it's going to be really cool.
Real talk. I love it. All right. I got a question for you that Sunil popped up here. What are the
Okay.
49ers have to finish in the division to make the playoffs in your eyes?
That's a good question, yo. That's a good question. I would like for them to be 4-2. Do they have to finish 4-2? I don't think so. They can probably be 3-3 to make the playoffs. All right, let me ask you this: what was their record in the division last year? Because it wasn't good.
Yeah, it was 2-4.
Yeah, and they made the playoffs. So
Right.
the only reason why I said I would like for them to be 4-2 is because I just want them to dominate the freaking NFC West, yo. I'm tired of being turned over, put over somebody's lap, and spanked on the bottom by the teams that they should beat. Like they should beat. It doesn't make sense you beat the Rams twice, which was the juggernaut in the division, and then you struggled against teams like Arizona and Seattle. It just
Yeah.
doesn't make sense.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, to make the playoffs, I think it's a little different. Obviously, I think division record will probably have to be higher than 2-4 just because we have a little bit of a harder schedule. And I'm not a huge fan of strength of schedule because I think teams vary every year, right? Like the
Mm-hmm.
Bengals, right? The 49ers, they went 4-12, I believe, in 2019, or no, sorry, in 2020. And then they make the Super Bowl in 2021, but they were technically considered by strength of schedule to be the fourth worst team in their division. So I'm not a huge fan of it, but just looking at the raw like the group of teams that the 49ers are playing, you've got a hard schedule, right? AFC West, all four
Facts.
teams are no slouch.
Facts.
And
Facts.
with the travel and everything, you've definitely got to worry. So I do think it probably has to be 3-3. Although knowing the 49ers, sure, even if they mess up, go 2-4 somehow, I'm sure something will go in their way and that they'll make the playoffs. Last year was them beating the Rams in week 18. We'll see. But there are a good amount of teams, right? And I think if the 49ers can't win this division, I see a comment, I forget, I can't find it now, but I think it's the teams that they play in a little bit that are going to be competition. You said at
Mm.
the beginning of the screen, Washington potentially could make the playoffs with Carson Wentz, right? I mean, it's a little bit unrealistic, but it's also not out of the realm. The New
Thank
Orleans
you.
Saints could make the playoffs as
Well,
a sixth or a seventh seed, right?
before you go to the other teams, let me explain
Oh,
why it's not out of the realm because it's really important for people to understand why Carson Wentz can actually lead his team to the playoffs, right? They
yeah,
play in the NFC East. Like, and so probably the most dominant team on paper is the Dallas Cowboys, right? And then you got to look at the Giants. Look like they got better, but they probably still going to need a year or two to put it together. They still don't understand. They still don't know their quarterback situation. I think did the Washington Commanders keep their quarterback that they had last year that was helping them win games? Because if so, they might have the best backup in the league. Like you know what I'm saying? He was winning them games, and so I feel like the NFC East is wide open. The only team that may be on the low totem pole is the New York Football Giants. But as far as the other three teams, the Eagles, they're probably going to be legit. Like the Eagles were legit last year. They finished. They almost didn't the Eagles almost knock us out? Like didn't we almost not make the playoffs because the Eagles
exactly.
because it's just ridiculous. I'm just gonna say the Eagles might be dangerous, but don't sleep on the Commanders only because they got weapons on offense. Can they put it together is the question, but their defense is stout. They're getting Chase Young back from that injury. And so it should be pretty cool to watch the NFC East. So that's why I wouldn't count out the Commanders.
Yeah, and I mean, I know I just said strength of schedule isn't the best measurement, but if we're talking strength of schedule, all three of those teams, right? We just talked about the Eagles, they're 30th, Commanders are 31st, Cowboys are also down there just because they play weaker teams
They
this
play
year.
weaker teams. Yeah.
So yeah, they definitely are in the realm of like at least in the competition, right? And then when you look at the other thing that I'd like to look at a little bit is travel miles, right? And so the Commanders, I think, are in the bottom. Commanders and Eagles, I believe, are in the bottom like 10 to 12. So they're like somewhere in the 20s, right? And the 49ers are obviously in the top 10 just because they are on the west, so they travel a lot towards the east and all. And so while people don't think it affects as much, I do believe that it has somewhat of a toll, right, over a long season. And
Mm-hmm.
so that's just another added factor on top of the play of teams. So I do think that it will be important if you don't win those division games that you have to lock down those like games where you play a team like the Saints, like the Commanders, um, uh, or even like a team like obviously the AFC West teams, and then a team maybe even like the Panthers and the Falcons, right? You can't let some of these easier games go by in 2022.
I agree. And so real, you're right, man. Look, the Eagles did make the playoffs. It was between them and the Saints. I remember now. Sometimes I just got to be slapped in the head. Psh, psh, remember? I remember. All I know is the 49ers had to win and hope that somebody lost. I was at the game. I was there. I was there. So that's probably why I don't recollect it, because all I cared about was freaking winning, beating the Rams. You know what I'm saying? And so what a freaking season last year, yo. I do not want it to be as nail-biting as it was last season. I want a dominant season.
I prefer if it's nail biting in a different way. If we're trying to buy, I want that buy.
Okay, yeah. Now, that I like. What's going on, Jesse? That I like. That I like 100%.
We've got two guys in here, No Border Sports. Thank you for tuning in. And then we got Jesse, obviously Last Second Sports. You guys see the overlays that we've had on screens before. Thank you, Jesse, for them. Great guy. Be sure to subscribe to Last Second Sports as well.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, they're like, just talking schedule wise, right? There are a ton of teams that can at least compete. The Vikings are kind of overlooked every year because they find a way to choke and just not win close games. But
I think the Vikings are overlooked because of their quarterback, bro. Like, I just think that's why you overlook them. But damn, they got weapons, bro.
Exactly.
All right, let's have some fun.
Yeah.
NFC. Whew. We gotta take this to Twitter, because who has the best 1-2 wide receiver combo in the NFC?
Oh, I saw this. Like, so it was somewhere on Instagram or something.
Because Thielen and oh my God, Justin Jefferson, that's tough. That's tough. Now you got Michael Thomas with the other kid, Chris Olave. That might be tough. Brandon Ayuk and Debo should be tough. I don't care what nobody say. That should be tough.
It feels like almost every team.
Ooh, DK Metcalf and freaking
Tyler Lockett.
Tyler Lockett. That's tough.
Like, we got Debo, we got Ayuk, but then there's also, I know the Rams. We got a Rams guy in here, right? They've got
Cooper Kupp and
Allen Robinson as well.
Allen Robinson. They got Allen Robinson. Oh my God.
Like, just receiving talent is crazy, right? Like, this, you said
this could be crazy.
Buccaneers obviously have their duo of Evans.
Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. Oh my goodness. Who's the duo for the Packers?
It's their mailman over there trying to get that mail on weekdays, and then they're probably going to bring in, who knows?
Didn't they draft Christian Watson, though?
Yeah, but knowing it's the Packers, they're probably this is the first draft a receiver, so they're like, you need to sit for a year. We'll bring in our we'll bring on our Alan Lazards of the team. They'll come in and they'll play. But no, obviously it'll be Christian Watson.
I love that.
That 2 is probably going to be Lazard, I'd assume. But unless Sammy Watkins. They brought in Sammy Watkins in free agency. So,
back to the Rams. I know people saying that Allen Robinson is probably a downgrade from Robert Woods. Don't forget Vance Jefferson, though. That's a player y'all forgot about. That's the guy. That's probably going to be their 2A, 2B.
Yeah, he's good. He's definitely.
So we got to break down the NFC East. We'll save that for our NFC teams. We'll save that for another show. I kind of want to break down positions and feel like, because that's probably why Kyle Shanahan said, bump that, man. Let's just beef up the secondary, bro. Because we got to play some dogs.
Oh, I forgot. Now the Eagles got AJ, so it's AJ and Devontae over there. Oh, I forgot about that one. Yeah.
John V. Wow. Yeah, well, yeah. You know what we should do? Who the damn wide receiver? And don't forget, who did the Commanders get? I know they got Terry McLaurin, and they got somebody else. Didn't they draft the receiver?
So they got Curtis Samuel. They got Jahan Dotson in the draft.
They got Dotson and McLaurin. That's not fair. I don't care about nobody else. They got Dotson, who catches everything, and they got Terry McLaurin, who catches everything. Like, what do? Carson Wentz can throw the ball 4 feet away from the receiver. Those guys will catch it.
Simon here been spitting facts. This is something I actually brought up a couple weeks ago. And this is
yes, sir.
Wide receiver is a very interesting position because it's never been at a more premium than it has been right now. You've seen guys get paid astronomical amounts this offseason. Devontae, I mean, we can talk about like 5, 6, 7 receivers, right? But then at the same time, you're getting 15 to 20 guys that can come in and produce the NFL level every single draft. You
Mm-hmm.
got guys like literally we saw talent like Khalil Shakir, who people thought could have gone in the third or second round, fall to the fifth round, right to the
Mm-hmm.
Buffalo Bills. You have talent that consistently falls in the draft, and that's just because teams can mold receiver. And so it is a little bit of a like a I don't know what the word is. I guess counterintuitive in a way because you have both sides of it. Never you don't normally see these positions like obviously when there's so many draftable options, you don't necessarily pay receivers, but yet we're still seeing in an era where we're like paying receivers an exorbitant amount, getting near the 25s, near the 30 million a year range in a way.
Well, there's a reason behind it, man, because you guys got to take yourselves out of the football mind and enter the world of the business mind. And
Right.
if you got these receivers putting up numbers, like we're not talking 1,000 yards now. We're talking 1,500 and above,
Right.
right? That means they're selling jerseys. That means that the jerseys are giving money back to the, to the bosses and all that type of good stuff. So receivers are, and so that's why teams are saying, hey, man, look, we got a guy that could come out here and produce. Let's go ahead and pay. We'll pay the premium on it right now. We'll take what we can get from this premium, and then we'll bring in some younger guys. You know what I'm saying? So then we can kind of move on from that premium and then take the cheaper route. And then when those guys get there, and so it's just a shift. It's just a shift. This was what the running backs were doing about 10 years ago. We were doing this with running backs, and then running backs realized that they're not even lasting 10 years in the league anymore. Right?
Right.
Receivers typically last 10 years.
That's the perfect point, and that's why I think this changes a little bit of receiver. I mean, from
I
the run.
like Simon. Simon, I like you a lot. You're a real great mind.
Yeah, man. Simon been hitting us up with these comments, but the running back point is amazing, right? Because I don't know how much receiver value will diminish just because they actually sustain their careers for a longer period of time than running backs. The
That's the
reason
key.
the value of running backs declined is because you see these guys at 25, 26, 27, 28 coming out and not being as productive as they were. Todd Gurley being the prime example. I mean, to an extent, Ezekiel Elliott in a way. I know he's getting on his getting back in a way, but like these are like the I think that's the one difference between the two positions that you brought up for sure.
Yeah, I mean, he's just bringing up great points as far as that supply and demand. I'm telling you right now, receivers are at this. They're in the demand. So you're going to pay a little bit more for these receivers. Why? Because they can shift the paradigm for a team in a certain type of way. Think about all the receivers we're talking about that are getting paid too. These are guys that are back in the day when we were growing up, Rohan, like your Michael Irvins. They're the playmakers, right? And so you're getting back to that shift because it's a throwing league, not a running league. Excuse me, it's a passing league, not a running league anymore. Though we still need to see the runs to set up certain passes, but these receivers can actually make or break teams. So take Devontae Adams away from the Packers. I know they still got Aaron Rodgers, bro, but I don't expect the same production yet from a Christian Watson or whoever else they brought in to be a wide receiver just because Devontae Adams. Now watch the trajectory of the Las Vegas, Nevada, the Las Vegas Raiders
Mariah
sky through the roof just because of the addition of a Devontae Adams who has a pairing, an incohesiveness, right, with his quarterback. That's going to be crazy. Watch it shift. We've been talking about the Chiefs forever. Watch that paradigm easily just go like this. Chargers will probably be clicking, and then watch the Raiders be right at the top. That's something we don't want, but just watch. Just because of one guy.
Yeah, and that's a fair point, right? Like it'll be very interesting to see how the Chiefs or the Packers play. Moreover, the Chiefs, they didn't address wide
Oh
receivers.
my God, that's right. They lost
They
Tyreek Hill.
they
Do,
lost Tyreek Hill.
do you see
So
it shifting? Do you
so they
see
got
it, bro?
yeah, they got Sky Moore and they've got Marquise Valdez Scantling, I think is their top two.
I
And
like
so
Sky Moore though.
Sky
I
Moore's
like
nice.
Sky Moore.
I had
I
a
like
first
Sky Moore.
on him. Yeah, he's
He was
nice.
a first round. He was a first round wide receiver easily.
Yeah.
Somehow he just got passed over because teams just didn't need. Just like Donovan West, in my opinion, should have been at the least a third round draft pick.
Right. And I think it comes down to the point where if you have a athletic freak, right, like a Christian Watson, I think teams
They
think
got Juju.
I think,
Thank you.
yep. That's their slot guy. But I think, like, when you have a guy like Christian Watson, right, teams think they can utilize that player because the traits are there and they're like, oh, we just have to mold him into production, right? But with a
Mm-hmm.
guy like Sky Moore, you don't necessarily have not every team in a way knows how to use a player like Sky Moore, who's been a return threat, but who's also a little smaller as a receiver. There has to be certain teams that know how to use him, but we also know the Chiefs know how to use wide receivers very, very well, especially in that Tyreek Hill type-ish role.
Juju is not a threat, in my opinion, like Tyreek Hill. Here's why. Patrick Mahomes could scramble around for 40 seconds, and Tyreek Hill somehow, some way finds a way to get open. He throws the ball in the air, closes his eyes, and somehow Tyreek Hill comes down with it. That's not Juju Smith-Schuster.
Yeah,
That's not his game.
I don't know who's going to be the number one over there in Kansas City. It could be Juju, but
I'm not saying he's not their number one, Rohan. I'm just saying the Chiefs, though, they don't have the greatest offensive line. We watch Patrick Mahomes make plays. That's what makes him great. Like, you know what I mean? And so they lost that guy, the ad-libber. That's Tyreek Hill. How did the Chiefs beat us, bro? Because Tyreek Hill somehow caught an underthrown pass, like in between three guys. Wasn't Jimmy Ward one of those guys? Like he just caught it right in between. He went up, reached up, grabbed it at the highest point, came down with it. They don't have players like that. I think Travis Kelce is their offense. I like Juju Smith-Schuster. Don't get it twisted. I want him to be a 49er. But he's a wide receiver. Tyreek Hill is a little bit different. And that's why you're paying Tyreek Hill. This is why, bro, I want to pay Deebo Samuel. Because Deebo Samuel isn't just a wide receiver. He's a football player. Like go put me on the offensive line, coach. I could block. I could play defense. I could play safety. You want me to return? I could do that. That's different. Like that's a premium. You pay that because you're not going to always find that type of a mindset of a player. You know what I'm saying? And so that's, in my opinion, that's what a Tyreek Hill was for the Kansas City Chiefs, bro. And so I think that the Chiefs might struggle. They struggled last year with him.
Yeah, definitely. And this is an interesting point. If Kansas City has a significant effect on long-term wide receiver value, because if they play well without Hill, that'll be interesting. And to me, I didn't think that this explosion would have happened to the extent, obviously, because homeboy over there, Trent Baalke, paid Christian Kirk. That unfortunately screwed things over in a way.
He should be fired. How does he have a job?
Hey, he took Trayvon Walker number one. Woohoo! And it's fine, but
that's his MO though. We knew he was going defense.
Yeah.
And we knew he was not going to pick I'm not saying Trayvon Walker is worse than Aiden Hutchinson.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
But how do you pass over Aiden Hutchinson? The guy that did it for 4 years, the guy that has the highest motor out of all those dudes. I don't get it. I don't understand him. I don't really give a care. We don't play him anyway, so it is what it is.
Yeah. And TikTok's going to be nice though. TikTok's going to be nice though. As long as Patrick got a show in it at some point, just show up, make some promo money off of TikTok or something.
Yeah, I got to figure out TikTok. So I'm going to hire my students and they're going to run my TikTok page and they're going to figure it out. You're going to see me dancing this summer. I'm going to be doing some crazy stuff, man.
No. You going to be singing and dancing?
Oh, yeah, man. I told them they got to get me right for TikTok because I like TikTok. It's cool, right? But I don't get it. I don't understand it.
Maybe that's why they wanted to hack your account, to stop that stuff.
They were trying to kick me off of Instagram. I just started doing reels. You know what I'm saying? I was starting to learn the IG, bro. I was like, yeah, this is popping, man. I had players in my DMs. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, this is popping. Next thing you know, bam, hackety sack. All right, cool.
It was cool. We're about to use this app for dancing and stuff. No, we do not allow that. We do not allow that.
Hack. See, guys, I'm laughing about it now, man. I wasn't laughing on Friday, though. I tell you that, man. All right, now listen, Rohan, we are at the bye week. We got a few more weeks to finish up for this show. We want to get through these last few weeks. So we got week 13. We got week 14. We got week 15.
R. Kelly. Wayne Breezie going to turn into Chris Breezie, apparently.
Oh, is Chris Breezie worse than R. Kelly?
Nah.
He just beat up Riri. That's all. R. Kelly, never mind. Anyway, week 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Right?
All right. So we got a couple. Don't forget.
What teams we got left, bro?
All right, so read off the schedule for me real quick.
Felt like we played the whole brigade.
Yeah. So week 1, where did we start?
Week 1, we played the Commanders at home.
Right.
Week 2, we played the Falcons on the road and then the Panthers on the road. And then we went back home. Week 4 and 5, we had the Seahawks and the Chiefs. Week 6, we went on the road to play Vegas, the Raiders, excuse me. Week 7 and 8, we were at home. Week 7, 8, and 9, we had 3 home games: Cardinals, Fins, Rams. All right. Then we went on the road to play the Broncos and then on the road to Mexico City to play the Cardinals. We got our bye in week 12 where we're sipping Mai Tais. Week 13, is this the Tampa Bay matchup?
Ooh, that's an interesting one. Coming back
At home?
going straight. Maybe week 13, if it's Tampa Bay, that means no more Mai Tais. But that'd be a good matchup. Off the road in a way, you get an extra week to prepare for it. Trey Lance's huge test against Tom Brady. Tom Brady gonna take that 37. I don't know how much million it is. 300 whatever million from Fox, and then Trey Lance gonna take over the league.
Did you see how much money they're gonna pay him, bro?
That was a lot of money.
If I'm Tom Brady, if I'm Giselle, I'm Tom Brady. Tom, I'm not calling you Tom Brady. Tom, sit your ass down. Like, go sign that contract now. I'm tired of being the breadwinner. Exactly. You sit down and but baby, I'm not finished with football yet. You finish now. You that's a contract, bro.
Yeah,
you see a contract?
That's what it was. 10 years, $375 million.
Wait a minute, bro. Is that $37.5 million a year to talk on TV?
Breezy, he getting paid more to talk on TV more than he ever got paid in the NFL. Ever. Wow.
Whoever Tom Brady's agent is should be fired. Like, his agent should be fired right now. I know the agent got him the deal, but the agent that's not able to convince Tom to sit his behind down should be gone. Tom, you need a new agent. Hire me. I got you, bro, because I will make you sit down. Listen, you 44, I'm 41. I can make you sit down. You gonna sit down. You gonna get that money. Dang, man. I wish.
Same agent as Jimmy G. Jimmy G about to get a deal too, huh? I mean,
why can't Jimmy G go into the call? Oh, because he doesn't know the game. I'm sorry. Oh, wait a minute. All right, so week 13, we're at home against the Bucks. I like that.
All right. Have we played Chicago yet?
We have not played the Bears yet.
Maybe we slide, week 13 probably going to be a loss. So we slide in Chicago on the road.
So we go to the road to Chi-Town. I like it. The Bears. All right.
Sir, I'm going to go to the Chicago game this year, though, because I'll be around the area.
I'll be at that game, too. Ooh, I'll be at all the road games. All the road games I'll be at.
You're going to be traveling then?
Yeah, I'm trying to get them frequent flyer miles.
Got you. But
all right, so
I'll be at that Chicago game. All right, so that's...
Bro, we still got the Seahawks. We got the Rams left. Uh-oh. Do we go on the road back-to-back Chicago to Seattle?
Yeah, we could do that. So you said we got the Seahawks, we got the Rams. Who are the other two teams that we're still missing?
Those are the last two teams in our division. Did we play the Saints yet? Nope.
Okay, so we got the Saints. Did we play Chargers yet?
And the Chargers, nope. That's week 18.
We got 4 teams there left then. Saints.
So I think we should go on the road to Seattle, then go home to the Saints are at home, right?
So Saints are at home, Chargers are at home, Seattle's on the road, and Rams are at home. So I'd assume we probably need 2 home games.
Yeah, so I got it.
We'll go 1 home game, 1 road game, and then 2 home games to end the year. Nah. Because
I want to end on the road in Los Angeles, just like we did last year.
Oh wait, sorry, my bad. No. I meant. Ooh, I messed that up completely.
That's all good. We got the Seahawks on the road week 15. Then we're gonna go home, play the Saints. We're gonna play the Chargers week 17 at home. And then we're gonna end the season on the road in motherfreaking LA. I will be back in Cali, baby. Let's go.
I'll definitely try and pop up to that Rams game. I want to go to LA once. Definitely want to go to LA once. And
I
we
can't
got
front.
we
SoFi
got
Stadium is lit.
hell,
Uncle Salty in the building, baby. What's good, Uncle Salty? Cool
there
dude,
we
man.
go. There
Cool
we
dude.
go. Yeah. So okay, there's our thing, and we got Jimmy G gets a Hooters endorsement and free chicken wings in Magic City. Ooh.
You know what, bro? It's amazing. So I post a picture of Jimmy G with the girl from Hooters, right? And so
Yeah.
some dude had a nerve to direct message me and say, "Yo, can you take that picture down because she's getting harassed?" And I'm like, "Well, she the one that took the picture." Like I said probably all the wrong stuff, right? Oh,
Right.
I'm gonna contact Twitter and have them ban your account or suspend your account because you're not being compliant or whatever. I'm like, compliant? The chick posted the picture on Instagram. If she didn't want the picture to be reposted, maybe she should put her account on private so people can't see it. I don't know. Anyway, I took
And
the picture
also, like,
down because he said
are
she
they
was being
are they
harassed.
acting like you taking that picture down is gonna stop it? Like, I didn't even see it on your account. I saw that on Twitter. Like,
Right, that's what I'm saying. Right. So I put it on Twitter, and then Grant asked me where I got the picture from. So then Grant took the picture, and Grant's reach is like 10 times my reach. So I
Yeah.
said, good luck, guy, at getting this picture taken down. I wonder if that was the hacker.
Ooh. Ooh. Hey, Debo that like button.
Now, or
Debo,
Will Smith it, however you want to do it. I like the Debo way better.
we about a Will Smith that hacker too, but Debo that like button, please.
But I was gonna tell you, bro, SoFi Stadium is too legit to quit.
It
That's
is.
dope.
That's
That
dope.
joint is
That,
dope,
that
bro.
means that I got to show up week 18. That means I got to show up. We got Peachy here saying, Jimmy State Ramen, y'all, he's the Russell Westbrook of the NFL. I think honestly, the Russell Westbrook of the NFL, let's see. Is it probably Kirk Cousins? It probably is just because Kirk's a little better, obviously, than Jimmy, but Kirk be paying.
Oh
Kirk,
my God, did you just say that? Oh, I've been trying to tell people Kirk Cousins was better than Jimmy Garoppolo, but no.
oh yeah, Kirk is better than Jimmy. I mean, that's like common knowledge in a way.
And
Like,
it's not like Kirk chokes. The damn team chokes.
right,
Kirk
he's
doesn't choke.
he,
Right.
he just can't play in prime time, that's
That's
all.
it. That's all it is. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, he's a good quarterback. I mean, Kirk is definitely better than Garoppolo. Like,
I'm glad he's not a 49er though. But if he was a 49er, I would probably be one of his biggest fans. Because at least we would be in the playoffs every single year. And you know what Kirk does that Jimmy doesn't do? Kirk doesn't get injured. I'm gonna knock on some wood somewhere. I don't got none down here. This is fake wood, but yeah, he stays healthy. Finds ways to stay healthy. So
you're right. That's true. Like all the posts he put, I'll better know him. But yeah, I mean that's true. Like Kirk, in a way, I think Kirk definitely is better than Garoppolo. I think. Ooh, I was doing my quarterback rankings maybe 3 months ago. Obviously off camera. I will never do that on camera just because. Ooh, that backlash is going to be crazy. But no, I was doing it off camera, and let me just pull it up real quick because I had Kirk. Yeah, Kirk I think was 13th. I had him right in front of like guys like Tannehill and Matt Ryan and all that. This was at the end of last season, I think.
oh, we're gonna have some fun shows. I like that.
I
We're
had
gonna have
Kirk.
some fun shows. I can
Yeah,
think about it now. We ranking the quarterbacks, us ranking like certain positions. That's gonna be I want to do that wide receiver joint
uh,
because
we got to
the
do that.
duos. Yeah,
Yeah,
and we could do it 2 episodes. We could do the AFC and then the NFC each
exactly.
week. We got a lot of content we could bring you guys every Tuesday night.
Salty coming at you. Did you just say you like Kirk Cousins?
I always liked Kirk Cousins, Joe. I like Kirk Cousins ever since the moment when he came out of that presser. He was like, yeah, I told ya. Yeah. Like, that's when I became a fan of Kirk Cousins, yo. It's like, he was gritty. He's a gritty guy. He's a gritty dude. You can't knock Kirk for being a gritty football player out of Michigan State. Coming into the thing, they drafted RG3 over him, right? He comes in, beats RG3 out for RG2 gets injured, but that was Kyle Shanahan's guy. He came out, and then he got like probably the richest quarterback contract, like other than Deshaun Watson. All Kirk Cousins' money has been guaranteed, so Kirk's still getting paid.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I'll say this. Even though a lot of people dislike how Jimmy Garoppolo gets paid, I'll never be mad when a player gets their money.
No,
It's
I'm
not
with you, bro.
not a player's decision that the team is offering them that contract. Like, if you have that money in front of you, you'd be foolish not to take it. I don't care if I am the worst at my job. If Trent Baalke, for some reason, comes to my house after I show him a picture of my torn ACL, if he's giving me $100 million, I am taking $100 million. I will play like a $1 player, but I am taking that $100 million. And I mean, like, so that's why, like, if Kirk Cousins is being paid what Jimmy Garoppolo got, I think a lot of people would think he's one of the best quarterbacks in terms of value on his contract in the NFL.
Mm. Hey man, hey man. It is what it is. Look, I'm glad we got Jim. I mean, we got Jimmy for when we had him. I'm glad Kirk Cousins is where he belongs. I'm glad that Trey Lance is about to be the quarterback for the 49ers. I just can't wait till they announce it. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't wait till they announce it.
Yeah. PG says check your messages
Oh, I
because
checked him.
YouTube. But this is like agents, right? These agents, especially like I was just thinking, Tory Dandy is getting a bag this offseason, with the amount of money. Like, what I
All the
heard,
wide receivers, bro. Oh my gosh.
I'll be your IT guy. Come on, man.
Like
Like,
how did he land all the wide receivers
he got
from
every
that draft?
that class. He got every single one in that class.
I
Like,
can't figure it out.
that's crazy. Lake City Fresh in here. What's good, family? Thank you
What's
for
good, bro?
thank you for
What's
tuning
good?
for sure. But yeah, we up almost at the hour marker. We are at the hour mark now.
Sounds
This was
good.
a fun show. Just getting to chill, talk about a little bit about the schedule.
Yeah.
Schedule, guys, comes out Thursday for those of you guys that don't know yet. Thursday evening, which means next Tuesday we'll know the schedule. We'll know the primetime games. Oh, and that reminds me, before we end, for all of you still in the chat, put down what you guys think the number of primetime games is going to be down in the chat. And Breezy, what do you think? What should we do?
We'll give something away. What we'll have to do is we'll have to go back and like see how many people put like 4 or 5 or whatever. And whoever got the right number, we'll put that.
We'll do it random. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do
So
it at random.
we'll go back. We'll see everyone that put it in, and then we'll out of the people that got it correct, we'll put the number.
They
And
got 60 seconds before we stop taking submissions. So here we go. I'll put my minute timer on, starting now. All right. Some people, of course, Uncle Salty put the words out there for primetime games. So now we got to go and read something that says for primetime games. I got 5 on it too, Pterodome. I think it's going to be 5. Actually, I'll go out on the limb and say 6. How about that? Oh, no border sports with 7. Ooshi mooshi. Whoa. I thought I was going out on a limb at 6. I like this, man. 30 seconds, guys. 30 seconds to get your numbers on.
Let me see how many we had last year, and that's obviously before the flex. So I will go to our last year's schedule and see.
He said he's looking forward to his jersey at the end of the month. I am doing a jersey giveaway on my channel for those that follow the stuff on Twitter. So shout out to those guys out there that's doing that. 5 seconds to get y'all numbers in. Don't be changing y'all numbers up either. 2, 1. This is the last hit. Timer's on. All right, we're not accepting no more votes. Pocket the cheesecake, put a smiley face, and that's the last joint. And then, of course, Niner by Nature 88 comes in with 4. All right. I know, and here come more. All right, so I'll tell you what. Until we end the show,
we'll let them go.
We'll just let them go.
Last year, for your guys' reference, we had 5 primetime games.
Right. So I'm going with 6 this year.
So you going with 6 this year. Last year, our primetime games were, we had it week 3 first against the Packers at home. Sunday night, obviously, we had the Colts following the bye week where we lost to Carson Wentz. Then we also had the Rams game, obviously, where we won week 10, I believe, on Monday night. Then we had the Seahawks game in week 13 that was flexed back up to an afternoon game because the Seahawks suck. We had the Titans game in week 16, and then yeah, I think that was our last one. So we had 5 last year.
Whoop, there it is.
Yeah. All right. There we go. So we got a ton of these in the chat. Me and Breezy will talk offline about what we'll give away, and then we'll go back in the chat. We'll read, see who picked what. And then next Tuesday when we come live, we will probably have a winner selected for whatever it is. Thank you
Yep,
guys.
and we'll do the announcement on that show.
Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Chat, y'all are always lit. Today was a fun one. We talked about potential schedule. Real schedule comes out next week. Stay tuned. We'll catch you guys next week.